That's
All right, welcome back to SinCityBounty.com. The Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City is broadcasting live from EDC night right here at the fabulous Tuscany Hotel and Casino, who is hosting well-rounded BBW, the most awesome bash ever. It's Super Mega Bash with an open bar, and I have my very own Bar Fairy who is randomly bringing me drinks.
Bar Fairy is good. Do you know why Miriam is like so intent on sitting down with us? Do you want to know?
She heard that we think, or actually that we have physical proof that Canadian men have very small penises. And we've had another witness bear testimony at this table just earlier this evening that we are correct that Canadian men, on average, have small penises.
Well, now I just talked to someone who said that on average, German men have smaller penises.
Smaller than Canadians?
Smaller than anyone.
So how small is small, Mary?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean,
well, they
are we
chased all the
talking about
Jews
little
out.
pinkies or something?
See,
like
that's
that?
what that's our Canadian. That's our
salute.
Canadian. Salute.
No, that's disgusting. You girls are just asking for it, and I am bigger than you. You know it.
Bury me, baby.
Okay, and I know my Canadian male penises. I do. I'm not trying to brag, but I've been there. I've done that. And I grew up in French Canada, and I have to say that French Canadian men are smaller than us, size-wise.
Smaller than American men?
Height size.
Oh, okay,
body
okay.
size.
Their general
so we'll
body
start
size.
With,
okay.
The average French Canadian man is about 5'4".
Okay.
It's just sad.
That's very sad.
Yeah,
a little pocket boy.
They're just
Well, that's
they're
why
from
they have
France.
pocket
Think of French men.
penises.
French men are small men, anyways, right? But their penises don't really have, any size shortage.
So in other words, the little men who are 5'4" can have really nice.
Could have a nice penis, exactly. Yeah, they have an average penis.
So we're talking like tripod or
No, average.
Average.
Yeah. And so I am married to a Canadian who was born in the U.S., but he's a Canadian. He's a dual citizen, as you call them.
Yeah.
And he has a lovely penis. It is above average.
Okay.
So,
in length and girth?
Actually, more in length it's average. In girth, it's above average.
Oh, tuna
So,
can
there you
Charlie.
go. I'm giving away so much on my poor husband. Let's not mention his name.
Okay.
No, but if he walks by, can we meet him?
Well, and his do you know his tag? Did you know his tag is Mr. Log Boy? So
you are telling a lot,
did
girlfriend.
you not know that? He's Mr. Log Boy on Facebook.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah,
Buddy.
that's who he is. So and he's a Canadian. So dispelling myths.
That's good. We probably needed that myth to dispel.
Before I met my husband, I know I was with a few other men, and I was with a man with a 10-inch penis who was a Canadian. So I'm not sure where that came from.
Well, it's just been that consistently every Canadian man I've been with.
You've been with. So you started this terrible,
I've
descent.
been with a few Canadian
Have
men
you?
too, and it's been the
Girls,
same thing.
this is sad.
Is it just that small penis?
Are coming to this bash? Is that what's going on?
Well, no, I'm at mine. Not even anywhere near the bash. Like not even at a
Really?
BBW event. It's just like at a Canadian. Oh yeah, I'm from Canada. You want to go back to my hotel room? Yeah, let's go back. And then he's got a small penis. So what I'm wondering then is Canada doing like Salt Lake City did for the Winter Olympics and got rid of all of their homeless people? Is Canada getting rid of all their small penis men and shipping them off to America?
They're like lining him up and nope, you're not going to get out of here. I don't know.
Penis measuring stick. You have to make it to
the
end to stay.
I think. I mean, I don't know. I know that growing up, I've never heard of this before, ever.
Well,
And I haven't been looking. I haven't been measuring, but
maybe you should do an official survey.
I'm telling you guys, it just doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. This is ridiculous.
we're gonna mail you an official Sin City Bounty penis.
I'm telling you,
measuring
I'm going to
stick.
start looking. I'm going up to Alberta. I'm going to have to ask my sister. I know that my sister's husband is well endowed. He is well endowed. He's up there. He's also has a huge sex drive too. I remember her telling me that, and I know she's not listening to this, thank God. I remember her telling me that in the beginning of their marriage for years, he would go 3-4 times a day.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and she had to satisfy 3-4 times a day. And he's in the 11s.
11sies.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he's a Canadian through and throughout, and he's not a tall man. He's about 5'6".
Wow.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I am not in any shape, or form making any of this stuff up, people. I was saying it is cold there. It is possible that through the years that some things have atrophied, maybe shrunken permanently. Maybe you're meeting men that have had some kind of damage, maybe frostbite. It's possible they've had frostbite, parts have fallen off.
Only the damaged penis comes to America.
I think you've had damaged peni.
Maybe that's what happened.
I'm thinking you're having little crusty bits that have fallen off, and you're getting the leave-ins.
Well, you
It's
know
possible.
what? I think maybe I'll make a post that says "Looking for a well-endowed Canadian."
Looking for an undamaged Canadian penis that has no frostbite.
An undamaged anything is really hard
Pretty
to find
much.
these
Sure.
days.
Wow.
That's true.
And
That's
I'm
true.
kind of wondering, are you sending out the wrong signals? Are
Not
you
anymore.
sending out signals?
I have a small, I have a sign over my head that says
have no
"Small
idea.
penises
I was
allowed."
gonna say, Miriam, I would never send
Send
out
out the wrong signals.
that I
Now,
wanted a small penis.
Are you
okay?
getting penises from the East Coast or the West Coast? That's
No,
another
I haven't
question.
really
Stay with
asked. I
Canada.
haven't really asked what coast of
See?
Canada they're from.
You know, some would say that certain areas of Canada are a little tainted. You know, I'm
Now,
telling you.
okay, can we add, now you're a long time basher girl.
I am. I
The
am.
old
15
bash
years
and now the new
approximately.
bash. And now
Yeah,
the new bash.
yeah.
What's your favorite part, girl?
I've always been a sucker for the formal.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
I grew up so saying that I came from French Canada. So if I just told you that the men are an average of 5'5", 5'4",
Right.
So how would a 6'1" woman do there?
Oh.
Sometimes very
I
well.
bet very well,
No,
like an Amazon
no,
kind of thing.
No, I got picked on continually. I never had dates. I
That's
never went
terrible.
anywhere and never went to prom. You know, none of that. So, the formal to me is having 15 proms. You know, 15
That's
formals.
a great idea. And
Yeah.
you're right. So many women, everybody's dressed to the hilt. And
Yeah.
you're right. It is like
Yeah.
a prom. It
I've
is.
been really lucky to find Jay. We met in '94. We met on Quest Personals.
Wow.
You know what that is?
Back when internet dating was still like a weird thing to do.
And this is telephone dating.
Oh wow, girl.
Yeah.
Because Quest is online now.
Oh, see now. So when I met him, December '94, there was a rag newspaper at my college. And on the back was a little newspaper article that said Quest Personals, and it was on TV too, and it's still on TV. Late at night, there'll be a girl going, call now, $15 for men, free for women.
We're hot, sexy.
That's
18-year-olds.
them. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Pretty much.
That's how you met
That's
your
them.
husband?
Yeah.
That's
So I called
unbelievable.
late Christmas Eve, and we talked for 4 hours and met the next day, and that was it. And we were together for until we got married in '99, and
What a great
like I
story.
said, it was a strange thing, but we loved it. And at the time that I met him, he was a paperboy, and he'd been for 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And lived with his parents, and I had my own place, and I ended up losing my job, and I moved in with him and his parents.
Oh, that's crazy, girl.
So yeah, we ended up.
He's not a paper boy no more.
No. He's up there in the world of computer programming. So
Wow.
it's a whole different
Awesome.
life now. Yeah, we've been through some tough times. Yeah. So yeah, it's a very interesting life. But yeah, when we come to the bash, and we've been to many.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it was a little nerve-wracking. It was different. We were worried about.
Nerve-wracking how?
We didn't know what to expect. We really didn't know a lot of big people. It was just us against the world. So this is family now. This is our family.
I was going to say, you are so family. You are so familiar to everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, hey, there's Mary and Jay. They're like, we expect you.
Yeah, and we finally took a year off last year. It was our first year off
Did you
in
miss
a long
it?
time.
Did you miss it?
No. And I got to tell you, we went to Europe.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you guys. I love you guys, but we went to England and Scotland and had a blast. As you can see, my husband is now
He's
a kilt
official
wearer.
kilter.
Yeah.
Well, he always did wear a kilt, but
Yeah.
I've noticed this time it's
Yeah.
like every event he's in a
Yeah,
kilt. Like,
he's
good for him.
60% Scot, and I mean, he went to see his castle. It's my castle, and I laughed because he walks into the MacLeod Castle, and my husband is a loud man. big booming voice, walks in, and he says, I said, my husband's a McLeod. And not even hearing him, she says, oh, loud McLeod. And
Nice.
I'm just trying not to laugh, and I just thought it was hilarious.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we had a blast. We loved it. We were back, and it was good to take a
Well,
tiny
no,
little
it's
break.
probably good to
It
take
was
a
good.
break and come
Yeah.
back, and then it's good to see
Yeah.
everybody.
It is.
I
Yeah,
guess a
it
European vacation trumps the bash
Doesn't
just
it?
about every
Doesn't it?
time.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy you said that, because I said to somebody this week, I said, maybe I'll take a cruise bash, because I'm like you. Like, I'm on 16, 17 years here, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the bash, and I plan for it every year. But you think about that. Maybe I should take my vacation and do something a little different this year. But you guys went all out. Europe is awesome.
Well, yeah, in the last couple of years, we've had some bad things happen. Jay's mom passed away in a really horrible way. She was 87 years old, and she was hit by a car.
Oh, that's horrible.
And so things, and not the way you expect an 87-year-old to pass away.
No.
And so, we really started to reevaluate how life should be for us. So have no children, and we have furry children, but we started seeing the world as a bigger place and started doing some different kinds of travel.
Well, and what I think is great is the bash was there for you guys when you.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? And you and your husband have gone through. I've seen you guys for years, 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
The transformation, and I know you both had weight loss surgery
Yeah.
and went through that transformation, But and you know what's great about the bashes here in Vegas, whether it was the old bash or the new bash, it's still the bash, you guys. Whatever you put it.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody it doesn't matter. Okay?
Oh, yeah,
It doesn't
and-
matter that you guys have gone through your transformations in life, transformation in appearance. It's always love. It's
Well,
always
and
love.
with all of this stuff that's happened all through the years, we are all a big family, right? And the family went through some huge growing pains. Huge.
You're so right.
Yeah, and the old bash was fantastic, and it was full of wonderful people, lots of love. And the new bash is wonderful and full of good family, and there's been heartache, and it's sad to see stuff that happened. But everybody has got to realize that we all loved each other at one point, and hopefully we can love each other again.
And I think we are.
And I think we're trying.
You know
We're
what?
trying.
You know what? You can call this whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's all of us and all of the people in the
Yeah.
room and all the people we see every year and we keep in contact with
Yeah,
on Facebook.
we try. Yeah.
That's what this event
Yeah.
is about.
And everybody has to realize that we all think about each other all the time.
And at
And,
Facebook, when we
yeah.
first started coming 15, 17 years ago, there was no Facebook.
That's right.
Chat room.
Yeah, so what's great about this is we do all keeping, and I know what's going on in your life
Yep.
and with your animals, and you know what's
Yeah,
going on with me and
my
my
pictures.
me and my
Yeah,
grandson,
yeah, yeah.
and that's what's great about it, because when you see each other it is like a family reunion.
I never was on Facebook. I have to admit, maybe
You
the
are
last.
all over Facebook
I am now, aren't I? In the last couple of years, I finally got on and started looking at everything. I get on every day. I never used to do that. And I finally am, and I hope it's healthy for me, because I'm liking it. I really am liking it.
Well, and you know what it's
Yeah.
done for me? Like, there's a lot of people you see at the bash, and you're like, hi, and because you're so like, okay, you have kind of like your group. You don't like you and I don't get to sit around and talk a lot, or let's go have a drink or a dinner. We don't get to do that. But then during the year on Facebook, we know about each
Yeah.
other's lives, and we'll comment on what each other. And I love that. I love that.
Well, and I'm also seeing that a lot of these people on Facebook are a lot shyer in person.
no, you're right.
Yeah, there's
right.
kind of the wall is up when you see them. I mean, we're like hug, hello, but then there's still kind of,
Well, on Facebook,
when you see them.
on Facebook, you have the originally what the websites were all about was the anonymity of the chat room. You could
Yeah.
be whoever you wanted, and on Facebook you are who you are, but you can be the other version of you,
Yeah,
the
you can-
Facebook you.
Yeah. And I know there also is the real you is out there,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's cute. I also realize that, it's hard to be yourself in person too. It's hard. I don't have that problem.
No, me either.
I know, we don't have the problem.
Yeah.
Most of us, are okay. Also, being here long enough, we don't have that problem if we're here long enough too.
You're right.
Right.
You know what I love?
Yeah.
Here's what I love, and I know you've seen a lot of this over the years.
Yeah.
You see a first timer
Yeah.
come to their first bash,
Yeah.
and they're real. It's like they're real.
scared.
They're scared of the environment. They're scared of their wardrobe.
Mm.
They're very conservative. Then you see them come back year two, and all. First year they don't even go to the pool. Okay, right, Marion?
Yeah.
Then year 2, they got their bathing suit. They go into by year 3, they in a bikini.
They got a bikini.
See,
they got stuff hanging out.
So good about themselves, and they're in costume
altogether.
Did you?
Yeah, me too. I was in bikini day 1.
Well, my first bash, I was in a full one piece, and then at my second one, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm getting a bikini," and then I get a bikini at the next one, and it's been bikinis since then, and bikinis at my regular life too when I go swimming.
Yeah, me too.
It's too hot for this fat girl to get back into a one piece.
Yeah,
Well,
not in
this is
Vegas.
bad. Then I took a year off. I'm back this year. I've been drunk every day. I've never
for
had
you.
a drink in any of the bashes.
Well,
ever.
you know what though? But you've been a
But
worker.
that could,
in
it's
past
probably
passes.
stress for me though.
And
It's
you've
stress.
been worker in past.
And I got
passes.
I got a 2-piece yesterday.
Good for you.
Somebody gave me one. But no, I've never had a drink in 15 years.
Girl, drink up and have fun.
Yeah, I've been drunk every day
Enjoy
now.
your bash.
Yeah, just too much stress, but I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. But it is interesting. Having a year off was good. It was
that's right.
a rest, and it made me miss people more, which is good. And yeah, everybody's family. It
Right.
feels good. It was good for Jay and I to do the Europe thing, but yeah, Europe is more of exploration.
Right.
Yeah, and this is family.
It is.
Tuscany was really good to come back to.
You know what we call
Yeah.
this, and we live. Sierra and I live here in Vegas, so we're here a lot. They
Where
have
do you
all
really-
they have
food.
all you can eat crab legs
Yeah.
on Friday
Oh
nights.
dear Lord!
So we're about once a month we're crab legging it.
Wow.
And
the
so,
steak.
And you
Yeah.
want to know what's great is the waiters in the restaurant know us. They
Aldo.
know it. And I don't know if you guys know it, but the last week before us were the big gay men, the bear convention.
Yes, I saw a few.
So
They're so
we
cute.
definitely call the Flamingo. The Hilton.
Yeah.
Where the fuck am I at? The Tuscany.
Oh my God.
fat friendly.
Some hotel in
Tuscany.
Vegas.
Where am I?
I know where I'm
Well,
at.
I would
but
think
was
that
talking about
living in
fat friendly.
Vegas, you'd get a little confused about all the hotels here.
Yeah.
Most of us don't even go on the strip.
I
Honestly,
would think.
do.
Yeah, why would you?
I
Yeah.
work out in the
Well, and
strip, so-
here we are in Sandy, Oregon, as if I ever go to the mountain. As if I ever go up to the ski thing or Timberline or no, I don't want to go skiing. I don't want to go break my leg. I don't want to go see the
no.
waterfall. I don't.
Let's go
No, thank
gambling.
you.
I'm like, why?
Yeah.
There's so many other great things to do in Vegas. Let's go to the Irish
Yeah.
pub where there's a real Irish band playing
exactly.
Irish music.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, you don't poop where you live or whatever the heck. It's true. Yeah. We went to New York today. I hadn't been in maybe 10 years, right? And we went and had a Nathan's hot dog. Never had one. It was cute, but I was like, okay, let's go. I mean, it just was like,
One thing about Vegas though, it's got the best restaurants.
yeah, I would say.
Any
Yeah.
place. I have a bucket list that I've been to Emerald Lagasse's restaurant. Now the next one I want to do is Gordon Ramsay because
I saw
Gordon,
that. He's here.
He has a restaurant in the Paris, and there is on one of his menus. It's like a 7-course meal, and it's the Hell's Kitchen menu.
Oh, wonderful.
So each course is one of the things they like he has the signature beef Wellington
Wonderful.
or the what is that they always make risotto. It's all the stuff from the show that is so it's like $145, but it's Gordon Ramsay and it's 7 courses, so that's on my bucket list to do.
And why do I get the feeling that man has a large penis?
Oh, he does.
I bet you he
He's
does.
probably sporting.
You kind of think in your head, does that man have a large penis?
Oh yeah.
I wonder.
Wait, do you every man that you see, do you think
Well, okay,
what is
you
the
know.
size of their penis?
No,
I do.
It's just if they turn me on, I think about it. Just if they turn me
And
on.
what turns you on?
Brain, intelligence. It's just something that their talent,
So
brain.
what you're saying, Mary, is that Gordon Ramsay turns you on.
Yeah, he does.
He's hot.
He is hot. Yeah, because he likes to
Need
speak.
a fluffer?
First of all, he's talented, right? He's talented. He knows how to cook.
He's
He likes
smart,
to speak his
he's a
mind.
businessman.
I like that he likes to speak his mind.
You're right.
I don't like when he totally destroys somebody, but he's real sweet with children. But he turns me on. Would I do it with him? Probably not. But I just find he's sexy. He's
Gotcha.
just sexy.
Gotcha.
I like the Maroon 5 guy, but would I have? Now I probably wouldn't have sex.
Oh,
with him
you're talking
either.
about Adam Levine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have sex with him either. He's a little too. I would be afraid of breaking him.
Oh no,
He's
I'd
a
break
little
him.
fragile looking,
I'd
but he's
break
sexy.
him.
It's his voice I'm in love with.
I'd break him.
Would you?
No
I know
problem.
we'd break him, but
I
we'd
think
still have
I'd
fun with
break
breaking
him,
him.
yeah.
I think he's a hair pulling, ass smacking motherfucker. I think he is.
You don't like him?
No, I do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
I'm
that.
thinking
That's
it's
what she
that
wants
voice.
to
I
beat him
love that voice.
She
There's
beat
just
him up.
something about that.
But
His
Blake
voice sounds
Shelton,
like
let's talk about Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton. I'm not that.
I think he's
know.
funny as
I can't
fuck.
picture his. Oh yes.
Is this a man
The voice.
dressed as a woman? It
No,
is.
it's a man dressed as a EDCer.
I don't know.
That's pretty.
I don't know who that is.
That's disturbing.
I don't know
Hey,
what
let
that
him get
is.
it on. That's
Hey,
a man.
But I don't
Get
see
it
any
on.
glow in the dark stuff. I mean, I'd like to see some shiny.
I hear you. Well,
No,
Miriam,
but he
I
looks
am
good.
so glad you sat down with
Well, thank
us.
you very much. Thank you
And
very
you
much.
gave us the insight on Canadian penis.
I am just telling you, girls, give it another try.
I will.
Don't give up on the
And
Canadian
feel
penis.
free if you find some big Canadian penis in this.
I know I'm
room,
gonna have to send it your
Come
way.
over and send it to Sweet
I'm gonna
Cheeks,
look
okay?
this weekend.
For me,
Actually,
just for
you.
Sweet
There
Cheeks.
are some men here from Canada. I'm gonna look. Now I have to tell you, just think in your heads. There's a lot of frostbite up there. There's a lot of cold. There's a lot of frostbite, and maybe it's a bad circumcision. I don't know. There's something that must have happened.
I'm willing to try again.
Bear attack. Maybe a cougar.
in the woods.
I'm telling you, if they're from BC, it's
Don't
probably
you-
a cougar.
You guys still have
Yeah.
wolves up there, right?
Oh yeah.
Could have been a wolf
Everything. Wolves, bears,
But
cougars.
you know what? I'm willing because of the word of my friend
telling you.
here to give it another try.
My husband,
All right.
like a keg of beer.
I got you.
It is.
Well,
Don't
Thanks.
tell him I said.
Thanks. And now for your expert on Canadian dick, we've had Miriam on the show.
Thank you very
so
much. Thank you very
thanks
much.
for coming, honey. Love you lots.
Thank
You're a
you.
good basher. Y'all, you have been listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We are broadcasting live on SinCityBounty.com. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with some Rosie Mercado. Yay! We got Rosie Mercado on the show. Can you believe it?
Finally.
Alrighty, so we're going to take a fast break and we'll be right back. Promise.